Hey, what's up? So today's the next day after I got back from Texas, and yeah, I'm home. I'm happy, and really happy I got to spend some time with my daughter all yesterday and some today. And we're gonna go do some other stuff later on. I guess there's some sort of end of season cruise or some shit going on. I'll be taking this car. But right now, I'm going over to my storage where the Series 2 swapped RX-8 is, and pulling some parts off there. Probably install a couple parts on this car. And yeah, when I go over there, I'll show you everything I'm doing or what I want to do. But just waiting for the car to warm up, and then we'll head over. Alright, we're here, so let's get out and start pulling some shit. Okay, so here is my storage facility, shed thingy, whatever. And yeah, I know there's a giant pile of shit here, and that is because I had to put a bunch of stuff in here before I left. So this will all be getting cleaned up pretty soon, I hope. But yeah, here's the Series 2 swap car. This is a car I built from the ground up, and it kicked me in the dick so many fucking times. I can't even count. But anyway, here is my so ever so beautiful 19,000 original mile Series 2 Renesis. So pretty. Love it. Even though that's the alternative. And let's see, a couple things under the hood. I'll be taking off the car. Mazda Speed strut bar thingy with the brake booster brace thingy. So in the Series 2 slash R3, I think all Series 2s have them, is a 4-point strut bar. Oh, hey, I have another one right there. Came out of the R3 parts car. Yeah, it's a 4-point strut bar, so it attaches here, there, and over there. And technically this would be a downgrade, except yeah, I'm upgrading because brake booster brace. And what this does is it reduces firewall flex when you press the brakes, so you get a much stiffer brake feeling, and I guess it improves braking a slight bit. I don't know, that's just kind of what I read up on it, but it definitely does reduce the flex, which is a good thing. Let's see, my AEM intake, I'll be definitely pulling that, and then also my Optima battery, which I think is a year and a half old. Something like that, and it's just been sitting really. I should have a decent amount of charge on it still, but I will check that before I actually install it. Anything else under the hood I want to get? Oh, I definitely want to get this hood, but not today. I think I'm gonna paint this before I install it. Or maybe we'll pull these though. Let's see. I'll be pulling my steering wheel because the steering wheel is in much better shape than the R3's. Kind of all worn and yeah, shitty looking. Even the red stitching on this doesn't have red stitching, but the R3 one does, is all nasty looking and stuff. And so I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull my Spirit R Recaros out and swap them out for the standard R3 ones. Also, the only difference between these Recaros and those ones is the red leather. Also, these are right-hand drive seats, so if you look here, you have this manual adjuster thingy that moves the upper part forward and backward. But if you look in the R3, which has LHD seats, tripping over shit, it has this little spinny boy. Now, you would think that this rotary shape thing is RX-8 specific because, well, triangles everywhere. But it's not. This is actually just standard on a lot of different aftermarket Recaro seats. But yeah, I don't like this little spinny boy. Oh, I do like it because it's rotary shaped. But I don't like it because, well, you have to spin it to move forward or backward. And I don't like that lack of easy adjustability. Yeah. But that one's fully adjustable. You just pull the lever thing and it goes back and forth. And I like that much more. Also, I think the passenger seat sits a little bit higher than the driver's seat. You sit a little bit more low down in the driver's seat. And then when I sit in this, then I go to the other Recaros. I kind of feel like I get a much broader view just because I'm sitting up higher. And there is no way to adjust the height on these, so that'll be kind of nice. I don't know. I'll know when I start driving with them. I may also be pulling my painted taillights because they're already painted. And then, oh yeah, these are also the very first set I opened and painted. And for those of you interested in how to do this, there will be a link down in the description below to my Dropbox link where I have a full step-by-step how-to guide on how to do this. But I will also be doing a video in the future of how to open and paint Series 1 and 2 taillights. I'll be doing it on the Series 1 taillights. The process is exactly the same for both series. And let's see, I did not know that I had 3 perfectly good Series 1 taillights in the back here. I don't remember where I got these, probably from Junkyard RX-8 or something like that. Oh yes, and rear strut bar I'll be pulling. And I may or may not be pulling my stock Evo 10 NKs, just because it's a square set, and I'd rather be running these instead of 19s on the rear and 18s on the front. It's not a Corvette, so I'm not going to do Corvette stuff. Okay, enough blabbing. Let's get to pulling shit. Okay, so got the passenger side Spirit R seat in. I say passenger because it's RHD seats, and well, this is an LHD car. But anyway, let's see. There's that plug. No idea what it's to, but I got the seatbelt plug from that seat onto this seat, and let's see if I put my seatbelt in. See the seatbelt light goes away. So I don't know if there's any issues not having whatever the fuck that is plugged in, but yeah, seatbelt light's not going, so that's good. Also, one thing to note is that I do sit a little bit higher versus that seat over there. I don't know what differences they made there, but it does seem like it sits higher than the R3 passenger seat. So that's a little interesting, but it's nice. I like it. I like this driving position because I get a more broader view of everything in front of me, and these seats aren't height adjustable. So, I think so. Yeah, no, these aren't height adjustable. So yeah, this is nice. I like this. Okay, so I was just gonna get one seat installed and then do like a short how-to on how to replace an RX-8 seat or swap with different ones. But something I wanted to point out, because I only did my driver's seat. Oh, here is Spirit R versus standard R3. But if you look at this driver's seat for an LHD car, these are RHD seats because Spirit R is an RHD only car. On the USDM R3, I can't speak for other country ones, but there's this little plug, and I have no fucking clue what it's to. This is the same, that's still there, but let's see. Look under here, got this extra plug. Now I swapped the seatbelt wire over from the R3 seat over to this, just so I have the same wiring and stuff. But there's this extra plug that goes to that other wire that I don't know what it's to. What the fuck? Hey, I found 5 pesos. Woo! This car's already paying me back. Oh, that's neat. But anyway, I started the car, and doesn't seem like there's any issues whatsoever. When I plug the seatbelt in, the seatbelt light goes off, and it seems perfectly fine without whatever that is plugged in. So that was a little interesting there. But anyway, I'm gonna finish installing this seat, and then we'll move on to the other seat. Okay, so Spirit R seat's fully installed on the driver's side, and yeah, that's all out of the way. So let's move on to the passenger side. So removing and installing RX-8 seats. Mouth's kind of dry. Starting on my words and shit. But anyway, it's just 4 bolts or 4 nuts. On this side there's nuts. Like, I think this is only a nut. Maybe. And then over here it's just bolts. And we got some cleaning shit over here. Move this out of the way. Oh, there's a brand new hub. So you got a bolt here, a bolt there. Looks like we're gonna have to remove this. And then there's a bolt down there. Right there. And then there's that nut. And they're all 14 millimeters. And actually, let's take a look at this wiring, see if there's anything different. Okay, so this is in 2 parts. So the airbag wire is the same either way. Looks like it has some other wiring down here. Let's go look at that other Spirit R seat. Okay. So on this one, it's just 2 wires, but on that one, well, this is a driver's seat because it's an LH or RHD seat. But let's just remove the seat and we'll take a look at them side by side and go from there. Okay, so this passenger seat is going to be a lot more complicated than I thought, but basically what I have to do is just take the upper and lower part off and swap it over. There is so much fucking wiring under here, just so many fucking things, and yeah, that's just a pain in the dick. So figured out how you have to take this upper part off. The bottom part was easy because all it's held in by is just 4 bolts that are 12 millimeters. One here, one under here, and one under there. And well, this is a whole bottom seat assembly thingy. That's already swapped over, so my seat looks all weird and yeah, that don't look right. But see on the upper part, see there's just brackets on either side, one here and one here, and there's 4 bolts that are 14 mil right there, and it just bolts in up in there. Then after I get those undone, then you gotta undo this little part that's just kind of held in by this plastic thingy, and then that wraps around this guy, and then of course there's the airbag thing that's attached to it. So I'm gonna take this off and swap it over, and then install it in the car. Okay, so I have the upper and lower part switched over. All that complicated bullshit that I don't really know all that much about is, well, there. I just gotta put the old seat back together, and then I can put it in the car. And all that's left is the rear seats, and luckily the rear seats are just rear seats and nothing more. There's nothing connected to them. There's just nothing but those cushion thingies. So let's go ahead and put this back in the car. Okay, so just started the car to make sure that nothing was any different than what it was before. So I'm gonna remove my seatbelt. Seatbelt light comes on. I just tested that earlier, but yeah, see light. Seatbelt light is off now, and yeah, all the wiring under there is connected. There's only 2 plugs that go to everything, but there's a lot of shit under there. But looks like everything's as it should be. I'm gonna let this warm up, then I'll shut it off. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and bolt the seat down. Alright, so both front seats are installed, and there's one more thing I gotta do on that front seat, but anyway, onto the rear seats. So the rear seats come out very easily. All you gotta do to take the bottom cushion out is just pull up. It's just these 2 little things holding into those little things. Now this bottom part is out. Holding in the top part is 12 mil, I think. Yeah, it's a 12 mil. Where's my 12 mil? Shit. Got one there, and then you got one right there. I'm gonna take those out real quick. Okay, both of those are out. So what you gotta do to take this out is you just pick it up, lift up, and it's out. And of course you gotta take the seatbelt out of the loop. And that's it. And the only thing holding it on is these hooks going into these little guys. Yeah. Simple as that. Nothing to it. Okay, so here is the Spirit R Recaro seat set installed on my R3. Now, the Spirit R RX-8 has the exact same interior minus these seats. And there's also like piano black trim all over the place. So like this is piano black, some other stuff's piano black, I forget what else. I don't know about these bezels, but they have the exact same door cards. So yeah, kinda on the inside, my R3 looks like a Spirit R. Of course, none of the Spirit Rs came in Velocity Red. It was black, white, and some sort of silver grayish color. I don't know. I'll show you a picture of it right now. Also has a gold 19-inch BBS wheels. Same 19x8s, exact same wheel in every way, except it's a gold color. And the brake calipers are painted red. I think that's about it. I don't know. There's a lot of really cool upgraded stuff with the R3 over the standard S2/R3, whatever. But really happy these seats are in. I'm going to pull a couple more parts, then I'm going to get out of here. Okay, so last thing I'm going to do here is install this Mazda Speed front upper strut tower bar. And installing this into a Series 2 is, well, there's a couple more steps than a regular Series 1. So they don't have these 4-point strut bars. But let's see, I already took all the nuts off. See, there was how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you get 2 here, 2 here, 2 there, and then I guess 4 there. Is that it? Oh, I'm not trying to count. Anyway, I already took these off, so I'm going to take this and put it over here. This comes right out. After you get those off, you want to take these plates off. They're held on by 3 nuts. These go to the struts or the shocks or whatever you want to call them. There's 6 total, so I'm going to go and take those off now. Okay, so once you undo those, get the brackets out, and you just pop it right on. What you're supposed to do is loosen these up so they can move around and get on there easier. I didn't loosen them up, I just kind of popped it on there. And, oh, let's use. Okay, nuts are tightened down. This brake booster brace thing is secured. And, oh, it's installed, it's done. So I have one OEM Mazda Speed part on here and a set of Spirit R RX-8 seats. There's more I wanted to do, but I'm not going to do it today. I'll probably get back tomorrow. And I'm going to put these away, clean all this shit up, and get out of here.